You want to watch this video before you buy this truck because I know you got some questions and hopefully I got some answers. This is the new Traxxas Slash 4x4 with the new brushless combo in it. It's the BL-2S system. That's right, it'll handle a 2S LiPo battery. If you're looking for something that handles a 3S LiPo battery, maybe go with the VXL. And if you're looking for a good 4x4 truck to go do some off-roading or maybe just bashing in your backyard, this is gonna be a great truck, very reliable with this new brushless system. Anyway, let's get it out of the box. Let's test it on the track. I love it. Look at those colors. So we'll come back to talking more about this truck. Look underneath the hood, see what's all inside, but I know you guys are dying to see what it looks like on the track. So before we get started, guys, I want to thank Park Lane Hobbies for letting me race on their track today. Really nice off-road track. So if you have any questions about where we're at today, you want to contact Park Lane Hobbies. He'll answer all your questions. My driver today, my buddy Ryan, sponsored by the Ovalrc, or at least he was. Hopefully we can bring him back on the track one day. He's gonna be running this truck for us today, and let's get going. Okay, go ahead and grab them body clips there. Pop that body off. See what kind of damage we did so far. What do you think, Ryan? Is there any damage there? I don't see any.
No, I don't see any.
We beat this thing up pretty good. I mean, the battery connector fell off on the other battery. We're not running a Traxxas battery right now, but she held up pretty good. Spin it around a little bit so everybody can see it. Nothing broken, right?
No.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Gotta say, it's a very durable truck, and feel that motor. Is it hot?
A little warm.
A little warm. Well under, what do you think, 100 degrees?
Yeah, well under.
Okay, I felt it was like lukewarm. What about the ESC? Is that hot?
No, that's warm too.
That's warm too. All right, so we were running this truck here, a battery and a half so far, just hammering on the throttle and jumping these jumps, and the ESC and motor is still very cool. Guys, this could be a very reliable, low maintenance setup right here. I like it. I did say at the beginning of the video that you're going to have some questions and I was going to have some answers. Well, that's true. Right after we got done doing the testing on the off-road track, we got back here. We pulled the motor out of the truck. We put it in our two-wheel drive Slash. Took that to Full Throttle Speedway in New York, and we did some testing with that motor, and I got to tell you, it went really well. I'm really impressed with that new motor, but this is what we have in front of us right now. So if you look at the new body here, you'll notice there's no clips on the body on the front or the rear. It's got the new clipless body mounting system. You reach underneath the back fenders, pull on the tabs toward the outsides on the back and the front just like that, and lift the body off. If you look underneath, you can see the clipless body mounting system. And what's really cool is, if you want to mount that on one of your older bodies, you can. The kit comes with a template, so you can mount that real easy to your older body. Now I'll take the wheels off and I'll show you some of the other new parts. After you remove the wheels, the first thing you'll notice is how heavy duty these bearing carriers are, spindles, whatever you guys want to call them, but a lot more reinforced than what they were in the past, and they're definitely larger than the two-wheel drive truck that I'm used to seeing. Another thing that you'll notice is how large the axles are in the front, about the size of my pinky on each side, much bigger than the two-wheel drive truck. And if we look at the back of the truck, you'll notice the same thing, very large axles, and you can see what that bearing carrier looks like at the rear of the truck also. I always had a two-wheel drive Slash. I never had a four-wheel drive Slash, so everything really does look different on this truck compared to what I'm used to seeing on my two-wheel drive truck. You'll notice that the drive shaft goes right up the center. You have a differential at the front, a differential at the rear, and the motor also runs parallel with the drive shaft instead of back here, what I'm used to seeing. You got your BL-2S ESC right here. It's electronic speed controller, your receiver box, and your servo. You also notice that there's a lot of reinforcement on this chassis as compared to like a two-wheel drive Slash. The suspension looks a little different on the four-wheel drive truck as compared to the two-wheel drive truck. The A-arms look a little bit more heavier duty, and the top link definitely looks heavier, although the travel looks to be about the same on the rear and on the front, and the shocks appear to be about the same. So now we're going to talk a little bit about this BL-2S motor. And guys, the testing went really well. We tried it at the off-road track. We ran about 1.5 battery packs through it. The motor only got lukewarm, the same with the ESC, and I mean maybe about 100 degrees. I seen 12T motors, the Titans get about 160. That's when you're cooking a motor and the power really starts to fall off. That's not the case with this new motor here. One other thing you guys are really going to like is the way you connect and disconnect this motor. Has just one plug just like that, so you can replace the motor, put a new one in there, and plug it right back into the ESC. No wires to solder. One of the big questions I get all the time is, can you take a Traxxas Slash 4x4 and turn it into a two-wheel drive Slash so you can use it for oval racing? Well, I happen to have a brand new Traxxas Slash two-wheel drive with the new BL-2S system in it. Let's check it out. Looks like the same truck, even has a clipless mounting body system. When you take a closer look at the two trucks, they're two totally different trucks. That's right, you'd have to replace everything on this 4x4 truck except for the motor, ESC, receiver, servo, tires, and shocks in order to turn it into a two-wheel drive truck. Same thing goes with the two-wheel drive. So if you want to turn this into a 4x4, you'd have to replace everything except for the motor, ESC, servo, receiver, tires, and shocks. So before you buy your Traxxas Slash, make sure you know which one you want. Do you want the two-wheel drive or do you want the four-wheel drive? Because it doesn't look like they would change over very easily. The two-wheel drive Slash is widely used in mud boss racing or oval racing and also used in off-road racing. The 4x4 Slash is used in off-road racing and also for bashing and just a heavy-duty truck. And lastly, one of the questions I get is this as fast as a VXL? No, the VXL is a little faster because it uses a 3S LiPo. This system here only uses a 2S LiPo. It's about the same speed as the 12T Titan brush motor. Why would you buy it then? Because with those low motor temperatures, it's going to last a lot longer, a lot less maintenance because it's a brushless motor. I'll leave a link to the video of the testing we did with the BL-2S system. I think you guys will like that video too. I'm Mark with the Ovalrc. We'll see you next time.